Adam, bitterly disappointing not to come away with all 3 points on Tuesday night after such a strong display.
Yeah, it was, especially conceding that late on in the game. I thought obviously we were going to get our first win of the season, which would have been nice. So it felt like a loss really in ways, because obviously we dominated the game first half. I think we should have been 3-4-0 up. We definitely put it to them, but I've said it before, like Bradford, you can't really give them chances because they will punish you. But we were lucky enough to obviously come away with the points and build on it.
You touched on it there, that the first half in particular was pure dominance from our point of view. We could easily have come in at half time with a much bigger advantage. I don't think anyone would have had too many complaints about that.
No, everyone that watched the game, I think they would have known that we should have been 3-0, 4-0 up. But that's the game. It's, if you don't finish your chances, you get punished at the other end, and that's what happened to us on Tuesday night.
Even in the second half, you expect them to up the ante, which they did, but we defended well, largely speaking, and created further strong chances of our own.
Yeah, it always helps, especially when the fans are getting behind you as well. And I think I had 2 or 3 crosses right after each other where we nearly scored from, which gets the fans on your back as well. And sometimes you do need that, especially the little bit of a patch we're going through at the minute where we're trying to get that 3 points, and I think the fans know that as well. I think obviously they're going to turn up Saturday. We all know that it's a massive game for us. Hopefully to get the 3 points and move on from it.
You could sense the disappointment at full time, conceding the late equaliser, of course. Perhaps a good thing then that we've got another game so soon after to channel that feeling and bounce back. Yeah,
it's always good when games come thick and fast, because you can get into that bit of a momentum where you're winning games, and it's not like we're playing badly. We're playing very well. We're dominating games at the minute, and we've got to take that on to Saturday.
It's not just any game, it's a Lancashire derby, and one you as players as well as the supporters look forward to when the fixtures come out at the start of the season.
Yeah, every game's nice to play in, but I think obviously when it's a bit more tasty, you want to win them games. And it's like we've seen at Fleetwood, the fans are singing all game, and we managed to obviously bring it back from 2-0 down. And if we start like we did from Saturday and Tuesday for this game, I think we win the game.
They've struggled this season and also awaiting their first win. Does that add a little bit more to the game, do you think, the fact that both teams could pick up maximum points for the first time this season?
Yeah, definitely. I think, especially like you said before, that it's a derby, isn't it? It's a Lancashire derby. So I think every game, if you're going to play in, that's going to be important, especially where we are now on the table, where we're both trying to get right back up there. I think it's very important that each team gets obviously the 3 points, and we're open to do that.
What's been your experience so far in your career playing in local derbies, and how much do you enjoy them?
Yeah, it is. To be fair, when I was at loan at Newport, there weren't really a derby. But like when I've been to watch derbies, and I can see the passion from the fans and the players as well, and it's obviously always nice to be involved to play in them. Hopefully we can get them on our side and obviously get the win.
Focusing on you, obviously one of many new arrivals over the summer, and you've really hit the ground running on the pitch.
Yeah, it was a difficult start to me. Personally, I think I weren't really getting the minutes that I'd like, but the gaffer's obviously stuck by me, and he's seen I've been working hard every day in training, and I can offer that going forward. I can create chances for our strikers, and the time will come where obviously the strikers will get the goals, and you can see with Dackers and Leanne Garland, Hallam Hope, that they do bring you that, and Sluey obviously, and they do bring you chances, and we've just got to finish them off.
Off the field, there's clearly a great team spirit here, which has been touched on many times already. How does that benefit you and the lads when you do cross the white line on a match day?
Yeah, it brings us all together. I think obviously after every game we sit in a changing room, we have a chat to each other, like what we've done well, what we need to do better, and I think that brings you closer as well. But just by speaking with each other, and I think the team bonding here is great, because obviously even though we're new players, it doesn't feel like that at the minute. We're going out on the pitch, brand new team, new style that we've never played with each other, and sometimes you can see that. Sometimes we do make sloppy mistakes, but I think going forward we've been brilliant.
Your versatility has been on display for all to see, playing in a number of different positions. Is that a challenge that you relish?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, as long as I'm playing, I'll play anywhere. I think the gaffer knows that. I've told him that. To be fair, I did really enjoy playing in the middle of the pitch against Notts County. Obviously Mark and Dan Crowley, which obviously the Morecambe fans know very well, but thought I'd done well against him. He's a tricky player, and same on Tuesday night I started off left wing and then I moved into the middle as well. But yeah, I think, listen, I'd always step in whenever the gaffer needs me and play my normal game.
And finally, we've got a good balance of younger players and more experienced players in the group. Jan Songo made his 100th appearance for the club on Tuesday night. What's it like to work with someone like that, with that experience and that leadership?
Yeah, Jan's a class player. You can see that in training and in the games. He's very experienced, like you said. He's obviously played a lot of games in his career as well, 100 for Morecambe. So yeah, it's always nice to have someone on the pitch because he helps you out, and I needed that when I was a young lad. I've played quite a bit of games now myself, so I'm starting to learn more as well. But Jan's with me every day in training, and when we speak, we have a good bond with each other. But yeah, he's a great person to have in your team.